Hi there, Rob here, and a few videos ago I showed you how to cut out imagery, fabric, whatever, to put into a shape in Illustrator. Now I'm going to show you how to do it in Photoshop. Maybe you're one of those people who might not have drawn your complete outline. Maybe you had your outline drawn like this, made up of lots of separate paths, so it wasn't easy to make a clipping mask. Or for many other reasons, or just for the hell of it, I'll show you how to do this in Photoshop anyway. So what I'm going to do is just select all of that. Now the image I'm going to use, I've already got in Photoshop here. A rather nice scene from the ever excellent Gratisography. Thank you very much. And what I'm going to do is just use this kind of layered effect of the mountains. I'm going to repeat it up the swimsuit. So I'm going to sort of design the fabric and cut it out in Photoshop and then bring it back into Illustrator. So the first part is going to be just trimming out this image. I'll do it the quick and dirty method. I'll go and grab my Magic Wand tool. I'll select this area up here, one click. Now it hasn't selected here or down here, so I'm just going to shift and click in those areas, and there we go. Now I'm going to lift the whole image up from the background here. So my layers panel in Photoshop here, if I just double click on that and OK, now that's pulled that off the background, so I'm on a transparent background, so I can just delete that background. I'll go select and deselect, and then I can just move this into a new document. I'm going to create just a basic A4, doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it for print specifications because that's the same sort of specifications that I'm using in my Illustrator document. Click on OK. So the first thing I'm going to do is drag this image onto my tab there and down here, so it lands in the document there. Then I'm going to tab over to Illustrator, where I've selected all of my vector paths, and I'm just going to copy and then go back to Photoshop and paste. And it's going to ask me what I want to paste as. I could paste as pixels and lots of other things. I want to paste as a smart object, so this will retain some of the format there. So I've got three layers at the moment. I've got my background and my layer one with my mountain scene and the vector smart object. To set that vector smart object as part of the document, I need to OK that. I'm going to use this later on to cut out my path. Now notice that that is one single object as opposed to lots of separate paths. So now I'm just going to take my layer one and I'll hold down the Alt key and just drag and hold the Shift key so it drags a copy up behind it, or in front of it in fact. And I'm going to pull that copy behind so you can see this layer effect there. I'm going to do the same thing but go down and just rearrange the layers so that one appears. So you can see this kind of layering effect I've got going here, and just keep going. Drop that down there. I could keep going all the way up if I wanted to. Now obviously I want to cut this out of the swimsuit, so what I'm going to do is merge these layers together. So you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 layers there. I'll just quickly shift select on, oh, didn't mean to pick that up. Shift select on each one of those layers, right click, and I want to merge those layers together into one. So now I'm going to select my smart object layer, get my Magic Wand tool, click in there, and I've got myself a nice selection. Click on my blended textile effect there, and I want to use this selection to cut out this. And I'll do it this way: new layer via copy. Then if I go back and turn off my original layer, you can see how I've got a perfect cutout there. And I can actually drag that back into Illustrator if I just resize my Photoshop application window and make sure that I've got that layer selected, select the move tool and literally just drag that into the Illustrator document. You can see I've got the plus sign there and it drops it in there. Nicely positioned. All I've got to do is go back into my layers panel and just put that image, I'll just pull that layer out there and just drop it down behind at the bottom of that panel there, and you can see it's nicely tucked in. Might need a little bit of a nudge just to get it in the right place. Remember, this is a pixel file, so it will be subject to the vagaries of resolution and things like that, but that's a nice easy way of getting your image filled in there without actually having to have a proper full clipping mask.